Hello, friends and family. So, I promised to keep this as short and sweet as possible, but I promised an update, so here it is. As of I guess 2 days from now, I will be able to set up the foundation in Nevada. I have that part taken care of, and I will be able to move the foundation to be permanently set up in Nevada. And then I'll be able to close down the foundation in Washington and open it up permanently in Nevada, which is where I feel it should be placed. It's kind of where I felt led that it should be permanently placed. So that's all going to be happening, and that's kind of background stuff, but that is definitely where I feel like the foundation itself, the nonprofit, the 501c3, is supposed to be permanently placed. So that's all going to be in the background happening. And obviously, I'm going to be writing the book. I feel like that is the first thing that I'm supposed to be getting out. And so that's going to be happening also in the background. I'm writing kind of furiously and going to the mountain and getting as much of that done as possible. And that's all happening in the background as well. Kind of I know that I'm just giving you 1 minute tidbits on a daily basis in which I can't tell you a lot, but I'm trying to tell you highlights of what I think is the important things that are just kind of heart-touching moments that I really feel like you can't miss out on. Things that I think are the highlights of the day, the things that, they're going to be in the book because they are the big things, the things that I'm like, the aha moments of the day. And even at that, I feel like there is so much more that I could say, but I'm just not, because I'm saving them. I'm definitely saving them. But here's what I've got. I feel like I have found my mountain home, my home away from home, my peace. This city is amazing. These people are amazing, and I know that there are amazing people everywhere. But it is where I feel like I knew what I was doing, and I did know what I was doing. I was helping people, but on such a smaller scale than I ever knew that I was going to be helping people. And also, I was limiting what I thought I was doing. I thought I was just helping people. What I didn't realize is these people are helping me. In the same way that I'm thinking I'm helping people, they're helping me. I have had so many changes in my life, and am I'm a work in progress. I'm not perfect. I'm not even claiming to be near perfect. And I am learning so much from these people that it has been mind-boggling. I know how to love. I do. I know how to love. I know how to take care of people. I'm a caretaker. My superpower is empathy. When somebody is hurting, I feel their hurt. I literally feel it deep in my heart. Some people have come to me and they have told me that their superpowers are the ability to laugh. They have a laugh that is contagious. I love that. What a great superpower. Or that their smile is their superpower. Or that their music is their superpower. Their wisdom is their superpower. Their voice is their superpower. Their generosity is their superpower. Their kindness is their superpower. So I want you to know that sometimes, because you don't see people putting things in comments doesn't mean that they're not coming to me with their comments. And just because I'm not responding to you doesn't mean that I'm not seeing your comments. So if you haven't given me your superpower, please do. I would love to hear it. I love hearing your, and again, even if I'm not responding to you, please know that I am reading it. And I am in terrible cell phone service. So if I don't respond immediately, don't think that I'm not getting it. And don't think I'm not seeing it, and don't think I'm not reading it, because I definitely am. And I am moved by all of it. It has been amazing. One thing I guess I didn't know when I have been posting all these social media things is that I can see how many people are seeing this, and that analytics is an amazing thing. And the amount of people that are watching this and seeing this, there are a lot of people that are looking for hope. They're looking for unconditional love. No judgments, no strings attached. Unconditional love. They don't want any judgment. They don't want anything to matter. And in this town alone, I have heard stories. And I think that because of the way that I've been able to respond without judgment, without anything mattering, just me and them having a one-on-one conversation, maybe something in them said, hey, this girl, this complete stranger, she comes into our town, she's unafraid to introduce herself and make herself one of us. And that's what I'm going to continue doing. So I'm not permanently leaving Seattle. I have deep roots there. I have a home there. I have a family there. And I will go back to Seattle. I have doctors that I get to see there. And I get to make sure that my cup is full so that I can continue to love and be with others and be there and hear their stories and encourage them to continue to love each other and keep this going. Because this is bigger than me and it's bigger than you, but we have a choice. You and I both have a choice. We can choose with every response that we have 3 things. We can choose to respond negatively and just be as evil to somebody as they're being to us. We can choose to turn the other cheek and do nothing, or we can choose to love. Those are our 3 choices. The way that I see it, those are our 3 choices. So our choose to hate is one way. Our choice, wow, great English, Brooke. We can choose to hate. That's one way. We can choose to do nothing, and that's another way. And we can choose to love, and that's the 3rd way. And for a long time, I chose to do nothing. And that's just as bad as choosing to hate. And I'm not going to choose to do nothing anymore. I'm going to choose to love. I'm going to make an effort to go out to reach the people. Every single person. And I'm going to choose to love. So I'm going to go on the road and I'm going to meet the people. And I'm going to listen to their stories. And I am going to teach love. by example. That is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be honest. I didn't plan on doing this. I planned on just helping the needy. But in saying that, what I neglected to think about is we're all needy. Every single one of us, including me. So by doing this, I'm helping every single one of us, including me. We all need it. Loving one another is what we all need. And until we get this right, everything that is happening in our nation right now cannot be fixed. But this is how we fix everything in our nation. Plain and simple. It cannot be fixed one protest at a time because it's going to be one protest at a time. It's this one today and it's the next one tomorrow. And that's what's been happening for years and years and years. What needs to happen is every single person, every single time needs to make a personal decision to choose wisely, to pick love, to not choose to turn the other cheek, to not choose hate, but to choose love, despite the circumstances, despite how they've been treated. They need to choose love. And here's why. Because whether you're brown, yellow, black, or white, we all have something. And I promise you, we all have something. I can find it. That we could too be discriminated or not loved for. That is in us. So let's say I'm a female. I also have a health condition that could be discriminated against. There's 2 strikes right there. So I choose to love because I don't want to be discriminated against. So I choose to love and not turn the other cheek. And I will make choices differently from here out. I have been making choices differently because I don't know what it's like to be in someone else's shoes, and I don't want to judge them. And if you are a white male, you too have something, I promise. If I sat down and I had a conversation with you, I will find it. And you do not want to be discriminated against for what that is. And we could talk and we could find it. And there is a root. Do not be afraid to love one another because that's what this country needs. So let me give you an example. If you are a male and you are average in every single way, but maybe you battle with depression and maybe you take medicine for that depression. Do you have a mental disability? Do you want to be labeled as someone who has a mental disability? No, I don't think so. What you don't want is to be discriminated against for said problem. Because that would be the same as discrimination, right? You don't want that. Just as a person of any color doesn't want to be discriminated against. The answer is unconditional love, despite any circumstances. Drop what you know and what you have been taught over the years. Let it go. The one thing that every religion, every spiritual everything, every person has in common is prayer. When everything fails, when you have nothing left, when you've hit rock bottom or you are scared out of your wits, what does everyone do? They say, pray for me. When COVID hit, when all these riots started, Facebook lights up, pray for our country. Why is it that we come together as one when there are bad things, horrible things happening? Why can our country come together for something like COVID? And why do we say we stand together during hard times? Wouldn't it be something if we stood together and loved one another when everything was going right? Wouldn't it be powerful what we could do as a nation if we stood together and loved one another and we saw no fault in our neighbors and we held hands as a country and truly loved one another as a country during good times? Wouldn't that be incredible? That's what I'm going to go out and share. What an incredible day that would be. What a powerful country we would be. How unstoppable we would be.